Picture this. It's 4:47 p.m. on a Friday, your CFO is already halfway out the door, and an email pops up from the CEO. Subject, urgent, wire before end of day. The message looks perfectly normal. Same tone, same signature, same logo. We're closing a confidential deal. Send $185,000 to this new vendor account. Don't loop anyone else in, it's time sensitive. The CFO sighs, grumbles about timing, and sends the wire. Monday morning, the real CEO walks in and says, "What deal?" That's business email compromise. That's email spoofing. First, let's translate the jargon. Email spoofing just means lying about who sent the message. It's like writing your boss's name in the "from" field on a postcard. The internet historically has been way too trusting. The basic email system was designed in a friendlier era when nobody imagined criminals would be using it to move millions. So by default, you can send a message that says it's from ceoyourcompany.com, even if you're in a basement on the other side of the world. Business email compromise, or BEC, is the grown-up version of these tricks. It's when attackers use social engineering, plus spoofing, plus sometimes real account takeovers to trick companies into sending money or sensitive data. Fake invoices, fake payment changes, fake "send me all the W-2s", fake urgent CEO requests. There are 3 big ways they do it. 1 is simple display name spoofing. The "from" name says Anna, HR, but the actual email address is something like Anna Har, helpdesk, or randommail.com. People see the name and don't check the address. The second is full domain spoofing, where the email looks exactly like it's from iyourcompany.com because the attacker is abusing the lack of security on your domain. The third is lookalike domains, yourcornpaney.com, where the RN looks like an M, or yourcompanypay.com, pretending to be your finance department. Add in compromised real accounts, stolen passwords, no 2-factor auth, and you've got a brutal mix. So how do you fight back? Protecting corporate email from spoofing is part technical, part cultural. You need both. Tech without habits still leaks money. Habits without tech still get fooled by perfect fakes. Let's start with the tech in plain English. There are 3 magic words that live in your domain's DNS settings: SPF, DKIM, and DMARC. They sound like alphabet soup, but each one is just a rule about who's allowed to send email using your name. SPF is like a guest list. It's a record that says only emails sent from these servers are allowed to claim their yourcompany.com. When a receiving server gets a message from you, it checks the SPF record. If the email came from an IP that's not on the list, that's a red flag. DKIM is like a tamper seal. Your server attaches a digital signature to outgoing emails using a private key. The public key lives in your DNS. When someone receives your email, their system checks that signature. If it doesn't match, it means someone changed the message or forged it. DMARC is the boss. It tells other mail servers what to do when SPF or DKIM checks fail for emails claiming to be you. You can say, "Just report it," or mark it as spam, or reject it completely. You can also tell receiving servers where to send reports about failed checks. Those reports are gold. They tell you who is trying to pretend to be you. If you run a company and your IT or email provider hasn't set up SPF, DKIM, and DMARC properly for your domain, that's step 1. You don't have to do it yourself, but you do have to ask a simple, non-technical question to your IT team or provider. Do we have SPF, DKIM, and DMARC configured and enforced for all our domains, including the weird ones like marketing and legacy brands? And do we review DMARC reports? If the answer is vague, that's your life nudging you to push harder. The second technical safeguard is boring but powerful. Harden your actual accounts. If a criminal can log in as the real ceoyourcompany.com, they don't even need spoofing. So you turn on multi-factor authentication everywhere you can, especially for executives, finance, HR, and IT. App-based or hardware keys are much better than SMS codes. You audit which devices are logged in and revoke old sessions. You use a password manager and kill password reuse. You treat shared inboxes like Financy or payroll as crown jewels, not communal junk drawers. Now let's flip to the human side, because most BEC attacks succeed through psychology, not code. The attackers do homework. They scrape your website, LinkedIn, and press releases to figure out who reports to whom, who handles money, who your suppliers are, and what language you use. Then they time their attacks for maximum chaos. late Fridays, end of quarter, right before holidays. The email might mention a real project and a real vendor. It will always lean on 3 pressure points: urgency, secrecy, and authority. Do this now. Don't tell anyone yet. This is from someone powerful. To counter that, you build company habits that make those tricks less effective. The biggest one is this rule: email alone is never enough to move serious money or sensitive data. You always need an out-of-band verification. That means if an email asks for a new bank account, a big wire, or a dump of payroll data, someone must confirm it through a second channel that isn't just reply to the same email. A phone call to a known number, a video call, a message through a separate system you control, not a phone number provided in the suspicious email. Write this into your finance process in plain language. Payment details don't change based solely on email. New accounts, changed accounts, and unusually large transfers must be verified by 2 people using a method other than email. That extra 15 minutes saves people from being the one who lost $185,000 to a fake CEO. You also train people not to be embarrassed to question weird emails from high-ups. If your culture punishes slowing things down, you're building the exact environment attackers want. Make it clear from the top that you'd rather be double-checked than quietly robbed. Have your CEO say it out loud in a meeting. If you ever get an urgent request from me to send money or data, verify through another channel. I will never be mad at you for double-checking. That sentence is more powerful than any awareness poster. Another habit: teach staff to check the actual email address, not just the display name and the picture. In many email clients, you can click or hover over the sender to see the real address. Anna, HR, AnnaHryourCompany.com is very different from Anna HR, AnnaHrHelpDesk, a randomdomain.com. It's a tiny step, but if your people get used to doing it before they act on an email, a lot of spoofed messages die on the spot. Then, there are lookalike domains. Attackers buy domains that look almost identical to yours. Swap an L for an I, add a hyphen, add pay or support, and use those to send emails. Your protections should include monitoring registrations similar to your domain, and at the very least, reserving the most obvious variants before someone malicious does. You don't need to own thousands, but a few critical ones are worth the small cost. You can also separate risk by using different domains for different purposes. Maybe your marketing emails come from iyourcompanymail.com, while your transactional or finance emails come from iyourcompany.com. That way, if a campaign tool is misconfigured, it doesn't directly hit the same domain you use for invoices and contracts. On the technical side inside your company, use an email security gateway or cloud security service that can flag and tag suspicious messages. Many tools can add a banner like, "This email came from outside the organization," to help people mentally flip into caution mode. Some can specifically warn when the display name matches a VIP but the address doesn't. These banners are like little speed bumps. They don't stop the car, but they make you think. All of this still won't catch everything. So you want to be good at handling near misses and incidents, not just preventing them. That means having a simple incident playbook. When someone realizes, "I just clicked a weird link in an email from IT," or "I almost paid an invoice that felt off," they should know exactly what to do and who to tell. You don't want shame, you want early warnings. A basic playbook can be written in plain words. If you clicked a suspicious link or opened a strange attachment, disconnect from the network if possible, call IT or security, and forward the email as an attachment to a designated address. If someone paid money to a fraudster, there should be a known emergency process. Inform finance leadership. Contact the bank's fraud department immediately. Inform legal. Log the details. The sooner you act, the better your chance of clawing funds back or limiting damage. Make friends with logging. Whenever something suspicious happens involving email, write down the date, time, who was targeted, what the email said, and what you did. Keep screenshots. Over time, those notes help you see patterns. The same fake domain showing up repeatedly, the same department being targeted, the same type of lures. They also help if you ever need to involve law enforcement or prove to a regulator that you're taking reasonable steps. Reputation is part of this too. If your domain gets abused for spoofing and people receive fake emails from you trying to scam them, your name takes a hit. You want to be able to say truthfully, "We have SPF, DKIM, and DMARC in place to protect our domain. This message did not pass those checks and did not come from our systems." Some companies go one step further and put a page on their site explaining how to verify official emails and warning about common scams that abuse their name. This isn't just CYA, it's good customer care. Let's be honest, none of this is glamorous. You don't get a standing ovation because your SPF record is correct or because your AP clerk refused to change bank details over email without a phone call. But this is exactly the kind of quiet, boring discipline that keeps companies out of those headlines. Company loses $3 million in email scam. Payroll data leaked after fake HR request. Law firm pays out to cyber fraudster. If you're watching this and thinking, we're not doing half of that, don't panic. Just pick one concrete step. Ask your IT provider to show you your DMARC record and explain your policy in human language. Or sit down with your finance lead and write a simple rule about verifying bank detail changes through a second channel. Or show your team what a spoofed display name looks like and practice hovering over addresses.